Please take a comfortable seat. You can sit in a chair with your legs crossed or feet steadily on the floor. You can sit cross-legged on a yoga mat or on a cushion. Sit in a way that your body will be supported and steady. Widen your sit bones diagonally back and apart, and root your tailbone down, settling yourself into your meditation practice this afternoon. We're going to do a meditation that focuses on the 5 koshas, which is a yogic concept of how to map ourselves as human beings, understanding ourselves as made up of 5 different sheaths, or 5 different bodies, or 5 different cloaks. And we're going to move through each sheath, each level, starting with the most outer, densest, grossest part of ourselves, our physical bodies, and moving in sequentially deeper and deeper and deeper through each of these 5 layers to the epicenter of our being, which we call our innermost self, the Atman, our essential nature. So many different ways to talk about it. These sheaths are just different ways to understand the makeup of being human. And we start with the outermost sheath, which is the physical body. So as you take your seat, feel yourself fully embodied. Feel the physicalness of this body. Notice where you touch the floor, either through your feet, through your hips, through your tailbone. If you are sitting with something supporting your back, feel your back supported. If you are sitting upright without support for your back, then feel the muscles of your back holding and supporting you, sustaining you here. And as you close your eyes and turn awareness into sensing your body, feel it in every way that you can. Notice the parts that feel comfortable and notice the parts that are not comfortable. Notice the muscles that are tight, the muscles that are loose. Notice where any part of the body touches another part. Perhaps your hands are touching your thighs or resting on each other. Just become aware of this incredible, beautiful, amazing machine in which you live, this body. And take your dominant hand to your heart. And feel the hand against your chest. And see if you can feel your heartbeat through your clothes, through your skin, through your muscles, through your bones. This regular pulsing beat. And feel the warmth of where the hand rests against the chest. Now picture the organ of your heart that you're feeling through your hand. See with your inner eye your heart beating in your body, in your chest, pulsing blood through your entire body, sustaining your life with each beat. The physical body is called the Annamaya kosha, the food sheath, made up of everything that we eat. Take your hand now back to your thighs, or cup your palms in your lap, and sit for a moment with your physical body. The next layer in is the Pranamaya kosha, the energy body, the pranic body, the body made of breath. Bring awareness to your breathing. Prana is more than the breath. It's the vital force that illuminates the physical body. It's the vital force that is the energetic body within the physical body. The easiest way for me to experience it is by connecting with the breath. The prana rides within the breath. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, the energy of the breath flows through your entire body. It flows through the physical body and it flows through the energetic body. Practice now your breath rather than you consciously breathing in and out. See if you can settle back into a sense that you are being breathed. That there is no action you need to take in terms of your breathing. It is automatic. And that as you exhale, the universe breathes in. And as the universe exhales, you breathe in. And that from the inside of your being, there begins an expansion, an energetic expansion. Your energy expands with each breath. As the universe breathes you. Now we move into the third sheath, Manomaya kosha, the mental body, wherein reside our thoughts, our imagination, our fantasies, our daydreams. Become aware of whatever thoughts are moving within you. We're not trying here to stop the thoughts, rather to pay attention to them, to notice them. You can think of the thoughts like waves on the surface of the ocean. Manomaya kosha goes deeper than the thoughts on the surface, though. It also includes the subconscious. It includes the samskaras, the patterns and ways in which we behave that are unconscious mostly to us. Those deeply ingrained habits and ways of seeing ourselves in the world. Sit with your thoughts. Sit with your deeply ingrained patterns. They are the third sheath, the third part, the third body. And then we move to Vijnanamaya kosha, deeper still, the wisdom body, the place within each of us that is deeply knowing. It's not the wisdom that comes from reading books or learning knowledge. It is your inherent wisdom, your intuition, the deep knowing of things and the deep knowing of yourself. You can practice getting in touch with this body, this part of yourself, by watching, taking a step back and observing all the other parts, the physical body, the prana, the breath, the manas, the mind, the thoughts, as though you were sitting in a big cinema watching the screen where all of this is playing out, that you are removed or witnessing, observing from a place of deep knowing. You'll sit and observe. Connecting into the wisdom that is deeply abiding within each of us. And then we move deeper still. The fifth sheath, Anandamaya kosha, the bliss body, the bliss sheath. This is the sheath of deep inner contentment, peace, and bliss that is our innate nature. Sometimes these feelings are triggered by things outside of us. Yet this is the experience of such deep bliss that even when those triggers are removed, the contentment, the joy, the deep fulfillment remains. If you were to see a beautiful sunset or walk outside into this beautiful day and experience a feeling of deep inner fulfillment, and then close your eyes, move away from what is outside, and just go to that experience that requires nothing to make it happen, to sustain it. It just exists inside of you. That is the fifth sheath. Rest now in that deep internal sense of fulfillment. Each of these sheaths is a covering over the epicenter, the innate self, including the fifth, bliss sheath. That is not the end point. It is still a covering. And so we take ourselves one step deeper. We take ourselves into that part of our identity where we exist as an expression of the universal self, manifesting itself as this individual self, all of these layers and coverings. Being aware of that deepest part is not something we can make happen. It is something we relax into. If you feel that it is too obscure, that it's easier for you to relate to one of the other sheaths, to meditate with your awareness there, then meditate with your awareness in the physical body, or in the breath, or in the mind, or in the wisdom, or in the bliss, or into the very heart and center, where the distinction between you and everything else fades away. And there is simply the experience of being. We'll sit quietly for the next few minutes, practicing wherever it is you feel called to practice. Moving back out through all the sheaths, starting the very heart and core of yourself, and moving to that sense of innate fulfillment, joy, and bliss. Moving then to the wisdom and knowing, the deep intuition of truth. And from there into the thinking realm, just observing if there are any thoughts. Perhaps there are, perhaps there aren't. And then to the breath, the prana, and taking a deep, long breath in and a slow breath out, feeling the universe breathing you. And lastly, to your physical body, just sensing it, bringing awareness back to it. Keeping your eyes closed, turn your head left and right. Open and close your hands, your fingers. And then join the palms together in front of your heart. And taking a moment to honor the practices that help connect us into the deepest layers of ourselves to provide stability and steadiness. Taking time to honor ourselves for showing up and practicing meditation. I offer my gratitude to all of my teachers and to all of you. We'll chant one Om to close our meditation. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste.